Good evening, folks. So this is just a little commentary on what I expect price to do next. So this is the monthly chart. So what am I expecting price to to do? This is actually very we can see from this point here. Normally, this is liquidity sweep. Price came down here, didn't close, didn't take out this low, took out this high. So this is a market shift, right? And came down here monthly, creating more like a relative double bottom, but this is not a double bottom. But if we draw our fib from all of this is going to be taken later on, but we need to go higher. But if we draw our fib from this low to this high, you can see price came into equilibrium, good discount. So all of this is not to be tested anytime soon. So I'm not seeing price to come below this low. Else why we saw this happen, it traded back down, it did come below this low, took this high, right? And what else can I see? When it traded back up, it took all of this, liquidity. Now what the price do? Trade all the way up to this point. So if we draw a fib from here to this point, we can see price did what, trade deep down into this fair value gap, touched the fair value gap, and it went back up. So this is my reference point. I don't want to see price touch this point at all, come back down here to take this low, no more, no. So what can we see that happen next? All of this void officially traded. You can see it took this high, so change the market shift as well. Its price came down, took this low, reached reference point, came up the way here. Now we can see what the market do. So now we're going to be referencing from this high to this low. This is the monthly, so we can see the fair value gap and the inversion fair value gap here. So because I'm calling this an inversion fair value gap here because price took this liquidity at this point here. Right, so don't know if this thing is recording. I'm sure it's recording. So price took this liquidity here. Hold on. Continue. Price took this liquidity here. Right? So making this the new touch a reference point here, making this inversion fair value gap here, right? Because price took this liquidity high here, so this became an inversion fair value gap. And what did the price do? Trade back down, touched it, respected it, and then started trading back up. We can see, yeah, trading back up. What can we see now? So we're working with this high. This high, we all know this already. So working with this with this range at this point in time. Yeah, working with this range. So what did we see here? When price took this liquidity here, we saw price taking this liquidity here. So this is a good market shift. And when price took this liquidity here, let's look at this liquidity. Understanding, because I'm trying to understand and learn about market shift. Let me see this thing is actually still working. Okay, it's still working. So trying to understand what market shift is all about, right? I can see, take this out. I can see that when price took this liquidity, is an indication that I just want to see price buy up to fill this imbalance here. Now what the price do? Traded back down. Obviously I don't want to see this low taken. So and you can see, if we look at it very well, from this low to this high, because this is a liquidity sweep as well, to this high, this liquidity as well, we can see price traded back down efficiently to discount, and what started buying back up. And what did it do? It took this high. So this is because I'm trying to learn something about market shift. So this is a very clear indication that what we are bullish. Because why? when the market shifts happened, it gave indication. My indication is what? This buy side liquidity being taken. This particular buy side, this down move didn't take this lower side, so okay, coming back up, it took this high again, so this is bullish. Now what is price doing? Taking this particular point, this particular candle, this is another block as you can see, but then again this is now a new range from this low to this high. So I want to see price get into a good discount before we buy again. But right now, where is price currently? We can see price to be just at the equilibrium now. Really, right, I will want to see, so we have to go down to lower time frame. So what can we say? We are, it has touched equilibrium, so we are bullish the month of August to do what, to buy up to at least we can see a fair value gap here and a version fair value gap here too as well. But let's see where we would love to see price get to. All of this, we're in discount of this range, so this means that what can I say? So we want to see price get at least to this point here. Why is this point here? We can go down to lower time frame to understand it, but this inversion fair value gap is my ultimate highest move on price to get up to that point, and then we'll start seeing sales again on DXY. These highs are never to be taken except in the future something happens and market does something different. Now we're done with this. I'm trying to see what can happen in this particular range from this low to this high. We're at equilibrium. What should I expect? Now my bias is bullish for the monthly, but market can do some really funny things. Now we can see another block here, right? Weekly order block. Now what you can see from this high to this low, we can want to try and imagine something, but you can see from this low to this high, right? Price you come to premium here, you do come to premium here, sorry, discount here, traded back up. So this is like more like an imbalance that's not be traded efficiently, to me. Although it might not happen the way I think it, but I am thinking it didn't respect this other block. The weekly candle closed, it didn't respect this other block, traded into it, but it's respected the daily OB. If we go down, we can see this line here, there's a daily order block here, but it didn't respect this weekly order block here where price took this high. It didn't respect this at all, traded into it. So what am I trying to see price? What am I trying to see price do? I want to see price trade down into this weekly order block, and then we see this can happen during NFP. See price trade back up a little bit. Why? This is if we draw a frame from here to this high, equilibrium. So we want to see weekly order block 0.62 is around this point here. Touch it, and then we go back up. If we come to this inversion fair value gap reference point, we can see that in the daily chart. So the weekly, I am a little bit bearish first. Maybe the first week of August, we can see a bearish move down here. Yeah, maybe a close above the other block. Definitely, I want to see a close above this other block. It's a fair value gap here, but it was filled up well. But at the end of the day, yeah, this fair value gap here, I think it was filled up to 50% of it. If I can see it, you can see it here. Yeah, it was 50. Yeah, so this fair value gap was like, it was effectively traded. So I would love to like see price respect this weekly OB and we trade back up. What else can I see? If we go down to the daily, there's nothing else here I can see, nothing else here I can look at, just this particular point here, and we'll see the next candle come here and close. So on the daily time frame, so just like I wanted to see a trade back into the mitigation block, but respect the mitigation block. I see there's a fair value gap here that has been created. Now this fair value gap, price respected, it closed inside it, which is fine and good, but I am still positive about a down movement in price. Another bearish candle for the daily, down to the weekly order block. This particular high here was traded through. So there's an imbalance here from this low to this high. There's an imbalance here, and I think if price trade down too much, it will be around here. So let's keep this at the candle. You can see there's a gap here too, but it doesn't really matter because it has been filled with the candle wick. Well, let's see. This is sorry. This is for my fair value gap. So you can see a movement down to this point here. Yeah, not this one. This has already been traded. What I wanted to see has been traded. So from this point we could see down movement to this point. This is sell side liquidity that I want to be taking, and once this is taken, then obviously we are coming down here to take this liquidity, and then we trade back up. So yeah, I'm still bearish for a while until that, but yeah, because there's no way we gotta see price just here, resting just here like that. Hold on, this is a good markup for like a good but it doesn't really matter. I just want to see good price, efficiently traded down to this point, and then we see bullishness. This efficiency, this imbalance need to be like traded into. Definitely can see there's equilibrium here, so I want to see price trade down, so we can be aiming down into this inversion fair value gap, which is fine and okay by me as well. I don't really mind, but we can be trading down and be targeting into this inversion fair value gap, and then we start trading back up to the upside to take all of this. So I'm not going to trade tomorrow Monday. I'm just going to watch price do its thing, and let's see if this sell side will be taken or not. So this is daily OB, but I'm not going to be really yeah. So let's see what if price will expect anything here on the 1 hour for tomorrow that would be able to drive price down. Let's see on the 4 hours. Sorry, this is quite at this side. Nothing really much. You see this inversion fair value gap here, traded into it here. This inversion fair value gap, price traded into it here, and it fell down. You can see it took this liquidity, but what it did, it invested here. So we could see this fair value gap traded into, and then price will fall again. I don't want to see this high taken. If this high is taken, then we are going higher to take this high and this high. So this is going to be the point of reference, but though this candle is very long, we could see price, anything can happen. I just want to see this candlestick, price could come fill it up a little bit and then sell, but I'm not expecting that to happen. Price is expecting this fair value gap, obviously. Is a daily fair value gap. I'm going to call it fair value gap is this one is the inversion fair value gap. This one is this is inversion fair value gap. This is fair value gap, I mean, not inversion fair value gap. So I want to see price trading to this fair value gap here. That's the only thing I can see price expect to continue trading down. It will continue trading down. It will start from this point here. So let me just see. This is where I want to see price start trading from. Yeah, so on a daily, this is what I want to see start trading from. I want to see price at this point here, and then take this liquidity, continue coming down, yeah, keep coming down. This low is going to be this sell side. I want it to be taken efficiently, and also this lows as well. Because see price to trade into like this fair value gap here, which is fine, into this what OB here, this fair value gap imbalance here, and inversion fair value gap here too as well. Price to retest it again, and then we start buying up again. Now That is for DXY. What can I see for gold? Now gold is giving me something very, I love what gold did this month. I'm just going to take out all of this. You can see gold last month closed and it gave us a fair value gap. Fair value gap, but it failed to take this liquidity. So it failed to take this liquidity here. Last month was rubbish for gold. So created a fair value gap here. Obviously we are sales on gold from the monthly sales on gold. I think this is the low I will use. This one is not too very efficiently traded. So let me see. I need an efficiently traded low to be able to set as my, yeah. So it was efficiently traded. So I'm going to be using this low to that high. We're not at equilibrium yet. Why am I not using this low? Because I can't see efficiently. All of this is like an imbalance. This is a low, yes, definitely, but it's not an efficient one for me. So I can't really, although there's an order block here that price traded through, then yeah, we can also still use this low, but it doesn't really do me justice. This is what I want to see. This is the low I would definitely want to use to get my, so this is equilibrium. So I want to see price trade down to this point here, equilibrium at this point here. Red. This is equilibrium, and down this liquidity here, trade down. So gold is falling ultimately. Okay, now let's get back here. So we can see that what equilibrium, you can see, sorry, rather, this liquidity was taken, and yeah. So obviously this liquidity being taken make it very good about what they call sorry. So this liquidity taking is more like a break market structure for me. Let me put it there instead. Break market structure, change of character. You know, market has changed. There's a whole market shift. Now, what am I expecting price to do? The new month candle can open from here, trade it to the fair value gap, and then we can sell. The whole candle can do that, trade to the fair value and sell. Just like I'm looking at the monthly for DXY, sorry, the monthly for DXY to trade down and buy. I'm looking for gold to trade up and sell to the equilibrium here, or inside this big fair value gap here, which can effectively come to take this low, and there's a lot, but there's a fair value gap here. Let's highlight it. Yeah. So sorry. So just want to see price get down here, and yeah. So I'll watch for price to trade up into this fair value gap and then sell efficiently. So that's the whole monthly for me. All of this need to be traded, at least come into the fair value gap and then sell. We could also have an inefficiency. Price could just trade into like this high of this week to the low of this week. We could see price trade into this 50% and sell. That is like more like an imbalance that price can just can color it blue, dark blue. Yes. So price could come up here and just trade back down, but maybe when it touch here, just take this liquidity, touch here, it can trade back up again, touch it, and then come back down. Depends, but I don't know. But I would love to see the monthly candle really trade up here. We could see a little bit of consolidation, maybe another monthly candle not touch it, but maybe touch it, or the other one come again, touch it, take liquidity and touch it, you know. But I would love to see this fair value gap touched before this liquidity is taken. That's what I would love to see. this fair value got touched before liquidity taken, and they will sell. That's what I would love to see. So if we go down to the weekly, yeah, why am I saying that? Because we see all of this imbalance at this point here. We could take the liquidity and come trade up, just like we saw in the let me show you something just like that, just so you can see that. You can see here what price was doing here, trading like this, and then come down here, took liquidity here, then took liquidity at the top side, configured for buys and all that. But we are looking for sales. So I would love for these highs to be taken, traded to this fair value gap, and then we sell to take all of this liquidity. So I would love for price to do what? Buy up first, take all of this, and then we sell. That's what I would love to see. And then will give us a structure that confirm more sales, and we keep selling down. Gold keeps selling down. This was officially traded from this high to this low, was officially traded to this imbalance here. Trade down from this high to this low, officially traded from this high to this low, officially traded. This high to this low, officially traded. From this high to this low, officially traded. This high to this low. So we're kind of trying to see a good one here to see price take this low. We're bearish on gold. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to see. So we're bearish on gold and all that. The daily, right, you can see this happening. You can see all of this liquidity, this holding all onto this, traded efficiently. Now we want to see so price is holding off this order block here, right? So we want to see that price respect this and trade back up, take this liquidity, take this one, right? And then yeah, trade up into this. You can see this is liquidity that price will love to come and test. And we have a fair value gap here, an inversion fair value gap here that would be nice for price to come touch. So something like this would be nice for price to come touch. This inversion fair value gap here, which is precisely very nice for price to come touch here, and then we see shells. So why am I bullish from this point? You can see what's happened here, right? Let's go down to 4 hours to see if there's something that can hold price there. So we can see a fair value gap here, another block here. So price should be able to buy up from this point, and this will not turn into an inversion. So I'm actually looking for this high to be taken very soon. Buy side liquidity. I'm looking for this high to be taken very soon. So this will then be our future inversion fair value gap. So we would love to see price respect this. Now all of this candle, right? Just want to see in 1 hour if there's something there that price will really respect. So there's an OB here, right, for price to respect and trade up. Now let's look at this OB here. Let's see if this makes sense a little bit. So we could see a little bit push down here, but close above the other blocks. Yeah, so we could see a little push down here, but close above the other block. This is an OB. Could see price straight down to this point, and then we see a push up back. Why? There's a fair value gap here, and I'm trying to just utilize all of this fair value gap so as to make my case. So now this fair value gap here could hold price for us to some point and to some extent. You can see here, right? and that is exactly where the equilibrium is. So we could see price trade into this and then respect this fair value gap and do what? Close above this OB and then buy up. That's what I would love to see price do. Yeah, when it buys up, when it breaks through this high, I would love to see this high respected, this particular point respected, price close above it, and then when it comes back down, respect this and then continue trading back up. So anything can happen really. That is what I'm saying on gold. Let's see, check monthly. So we could see a lot of highs here, right? This is, so I really, the price traded back up, we respected it here. So I really do not want to see this high taken. So this high is formally very good for me. I don't know. This is monthly. So this is monthly candle. All of these are liquidity that I really want to see taken. This one, I'll just leave them here first. I'll just leave them here. So I really don't know about GU, right? Because I can't see this high. I really don't want it to be touched, but it more so look like it's gonna be crushed. But I don't see GU moving higher than this high as well. I don't see it moving drastically like other pairs would. I don't see it moving like other pairs would. Let's see, compensable GU. Yeah, the same thing, higher high, lower high, lower high. Yeah, the same thing. But this one is giving them higher, lower low, lower low, but this is giving almost double bottom. So this is more bearish. Market structure here has been broken. It traded back up. Okay, look at this. This was taken. Market structure here was taken here. Now it's trading back up. It's going to take this low. I don't want to see it take this high. For this to be respected, you don't want to see it take this high, right? You don't want to see it take this high. Trades to somewhere around here and then continue sells to take its low and keep trading back down into this. So excuse me. So I'm just going to delete it. Sorry, this hard work. Alright, so we're not seeing anything much on GU. You want to see price go down, although this other block, it doesn't really mean anything. You want to see it come down. Let's see the weekly. Yeah, there's a fair value gap here. So this is tricky, but this is not an inversion fair value gap because it didn't take this high. So we want to see this high respected too as well. Tricky. So I want to see this high respected. If it's not, then this high is going. So I might be wrong on my DXY, but all of this is really this one was taken, this liquidity was taken. So we want to see price come back to take this liquidity. This one was taken, yeah, liquidity here was taken. So I want to see price come back to take this and eventually come and take this one. And if that happens, we are going down on the monthly to take all of this efficiently. This is January. Oh wow, that's long. This is October, So we're coming down. So yeah, monthly we want to see price take this liquidity, this sell side. So we want to see this taken rather, not respected. But anything can happen. Donald Trump is mad, so anything can happen. But let this candlestick not deceive you. We can see this imbalance here, sell side. Traded efficiently into it, and then we can see, yeah, this is good. You didn't get to equilibrium. I'm drawing it wrong, but let's see. I'm drawing it very wrong. I think it's from this point here to this downside, but really doesn't matter. You can see the next candle to just wick into the equilibrium and just start selling down. A big long imbalance, start selling down, because this week is going to be like NFP. I don't know, maybe we'll get the NFP this week. So start trading down, get to take this liquidity, and then we take this liquidity, and then we're trading back down. So really love to see this high is respected, and this is well respected. So yeah, so that is it for all of this in this inversion fair value gap. You can see if I draw it for you here, you can see this will be respected here. You can see all of it's closed inside the gap and it's sold. So just want to see price respect this. We can just see a week into the equilibrium, which is just here, and then we sell down, take this liquidity and take this one as well. So the daily, let's see how the daily is going to give us the structure. Candle week, candle store fall. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything otherwise. I want to see this respected because it took this particular high, took this one, is respecting obviously this mitigation around here, and yeah, so it's when it came down, obviously took this liquidity, go down to 4 hours. That should be like a great market structure. You can see all of it efficiently coming back down. You can see it's now trading back up. You can see the big imbalance that is being filled up here. So I want to see this high took, okay, now very clearly it took this liquidity here. So I would love to see sales from this point, no longer bullishness. Took this liquidity here, and then yeah, we'd love to see the next candle sell down, take this one. There's nothing here really. Take all of this, yeah. So all of this is a very good, one to see. You can see it is a fair value gap here. The price is respecting it as well. This fair value gap here. Traded back into it. See close inside it. Now I want to see price sell from this price. So I'm bearish on GU. Yeah, going back down to lower time frame. You can see clearly now. So bearish on GU. US oil. Don't really know much about it, so I'm not yet familiar with this tool here. Trying my best at this point, but yeah, don't know, can't see much. So basically that's all I have for what I can see this week happening. So we are what are we on the daily? We're bearish on DXY, we're bullish on we're bullish on gold. So if we're bullish on gold, we should be bullish on alright, I don't really know now. We should be bullish here, but it could sell down here to some extent. I don't know. Anything can happen. I'm bullish on gold. It will be bearish here, and they will buy up. They will sell. What am I saying? You're bullish on gold, but ultimately, not ultimately, sorry. Yeah, bullish on gold to this point, and then we sell. I want to see this highs and taking, and then we sell. Then daily on this. So if we bullish on gold, because we could see this taking. Oh well, if we see this high taking, then we're taking this high. If we're bullish on bearish on DXY for a while. There's something else here. This is an inversion fair value gap here, I can see, and also a fair value gap here. So we can be bullish up here to this point. I didn't see this, sorry guys. Yeah, we can be bullish up here and then we sell down. Yeah, that's true. We can be bullish up here and then we sell down. So let's see what happens. Well, I think because I'm trading more of gold, and so like I said, this pair, I prefer more of EU, but I don't like trading Forex anymore like that. So I just want to trading gold, Nasdaq, and all of this. But DXY is something I love. I analyze it almost every time. So yeah. So this is what I have for everyone. So let's hope this week makes sense. Thank you.